Thank you. Please be seated.
Oh, now then.
Wow, as I look around this room, what a great turnout tonight this evening. First of all, to your department commander, John Bradburn, and your department president, Lori Lucas, I would say that you have a year to be very proud of this year, of what you all accomplished. To the latest Auxiliary National Rep, I'm sorry, I owe a fee. The Auxiliary National President, Dee Gilby. Dee, it's a pleasure to see you here. To the National VFW Councilmember Fred Green, the Auxiliary National Councilmember Tammy Elliott, to all the department and auxiliary officers and chairmen, past department commanders and presidents, comrades and sisters of the great Department of Washington, your special guest, Tim Borland, Renee Fogg, and your honored guests, your first responders, and other people that you have here. I had the honor a couple weeks ago to be the national representative in Oklahoma City. And before the commander had designated a young man to be the MC, he was a nice young guy, and I think he should have been a comedian. With all the stuff that was going on, I said, gosh, I'm going to be hard to follow him, to be serious and give this speech from our Commander-in-Chief, but I'll give it my best. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly an honor to address you tonight. On behalf of the VFW National Commander, Keith Harmon, his leadership team, and the National Headquarters staff, thank you for the dedication and work you do for America's service members, veterans, and their families every single day. What we've been able to accomplish on behalf of America's veterans and military families over the past 118 years is unmatched. But tonight, I'm not going to talk about our past. Tonight, we must focus and look forward toward the future. We must evolve. As actively engaged members with a strong affinity for the VFW, I'm sure every person in this room is aware of the harsh realities our organization is facing today. Harsh facts, like the fact that our last membership increase occurred nearly 3 decades ago. When we ended the last year's membership year, overall membership had plummeted by more than 33,750 members. 1,903 posts did not sign up a single new member, and 75,835 members who paid their dues in 2016 walked away without renewing their membership in 2017. With several posts shutting their doors each month, we can no longer idly stand by and think this is acceptable. The world around us is changing, and we must be willing to change with it, or we risk losing our relevancy. It is up to us to ensure the VFW has a future to forge ahead into. Our posts are the very heart of our activities, and if we want to attract more era veterans, our VFW posts need to be the center of community events and social activities. It has been your labor, your determination, and hard work that has forged unbreakable bonds with the cities, towns, and communities where our posts call their home. It is up to us to work together to ensure every single post is engaging with their local community. If they aren't already, posts should strive to be places that can be used by the entire community. And I'm not just talking about a physical place. By extending and extending the role of our posts, we likewise extend our ability to deliver the support and service we're so well known for. As a stakeholder in the VFW future, you have been entrusted with a great responsibility, and every choice and decision you make, we must work to promote the VFW's changing image. One way to guarantee success is to ensure that the people we surround ourselves with, the ones trusted and appointed to help the future of the VFW's mission, we're also getting the job done. The members we appoint and elect to lead must be more than just a campaign promise. They must be people who share the same dedication to our mission, visions for what our organization can become, and passion for telling our story. These are the leadership qualities that will carry us into the future. As an organization that serves, advocates, and fosters camaraderie for all veterans, service members, and their families, it is imperative that we remain tenacious in our efforts to tell our story. Sharing what we do and educating our communities can oftentimes be difficult because of how storied and multifaceted our organization is. This is where creating and cultivating a brand and unified online presence will help promote our changing image. To do that, we must fully leverage every communication tool at our disposal. Tools or resources like the members-only training and support section, where you will find everything from brochures, posters, and PSAs to how to guide and training videos. Also, to be looked on for the newly designed media center, which will be available in the very near future. This new section will provide public access to improved VFW postal materials and videos, making it easy for everyone to share the VFW stories with their networks. Whether it's starting with your branded, mobile-friendly website, establish and actively managing and engaging social media account, or asking your local news station for free airtime to run VFW service announcements, the free tools are out there. They're just waiting for you. VFW National is doing everything we can, but we need you to take ownership of our brand and help change the community view of the local VFW Post. We cannot afford to be viewed as smoky, stuck in the past bar, closed off, and unwelcome to veterans and their families of every race, gender, and creed. We must welcome diversity so that we may tap into a new wealth of knowledge, skills, and energy. There remains a tremendous pool of men and women to draw from, men and women who currently meet membership requirements, who will lend new vigor and leadership, potentially by providing positive and innovative solutions to the challenges that we face. Let's face it, there are a lot of our new organizations that say they serve veterans, but the VFW has been there for 118 years, and the reason we have been around for 118 years is because of our ability to evolve. We have never been afraid to change in the way we connect with our veterans and their families in our communities, change in how we conduct businesses, and changes in the way we think and compromise. We must continue to change and to evolve to continue to succeed, and the encouragement and change must start here tonight with all of you. Many VFW posts across the nation are already finding success as they evolve to fit the needs of their local communities. Posts that have decided being centered around service and offering family-friendly environments are more important than canteen sales and doing things by the book. If you're out in the street asking and truly listening to what our veterans and communities need, there's no doubt in my mind we're able to get the VFW to where it needs to be, and if we improve the lives of those around us while doing it. Veterans who have served in modern conflicts are hungry for change. They're not impressed by the smoky, dark post halls with cheap drink specials. They're hungry to belong to more than just a club. They want to make a difference and give back to their fellow veterans, and they want to do it while making their community a better place. They want to align themselves with organizations that understand and mirror their priorities, but it's up to us to show them why we're here as an organization worth belonging to. If the VFW succeeds in ushering in the new era, it is each member's responsibility to hold their post accountable for the jobs they do and the way they're engaging their communities. Because at the end of the dark days, that's what the public sees. When someone drives past your post, they don't see the $7.7 billion who helped veterans recover from the VA, or more than $10 million who were given to the military and the veterans and their families. They can't see more than the $4.1 million we have awarded to help ensure maybe 1,000 service members and the veterans have a way to finish college and provide for their families. 39 times in the last year, we testified before Congress. Our work on Capitol Hill, fighting for legislation to protect the benefits veterans have earned, isn't visible from the road. The difference we make every day for American service members, veterans, and their families can't be seen while driving past a post building. So if we don't find a way to educate them, to tell them our story and show the countless reasons why we're the Veterans Service Organization to join, who will? As the nation's largest organization of combat veterans, our legacy and impressive achievements are just a few examples of what has carried the VFW forward for more than a century. It's a clear picture of what we can achieve by working together and what we can accomplish by playing an active role in the lives of our local veterans and communities. I know the hill we're facing is steep, but today is not the day to write the VFW's obituary. If we surround ourselves with forward-thinking members tasked with helping the future VFW vision, if we focus on changing the VFW image by innovatively telling the story, and if we hold our posts accountable for being part of the evolving VFW, showing the countless legions why we're worth belonging to will be easy. Every year, I'm astounded by what I see you do and what occurs with our organization. I'm amazed with the looks of determination, and I see that here tonight. And I look forward to working with you as we lead the VFW into a very bright and long-lasting future. On a personal note, I would like to extend my deep appreciation to all of you for your wonderful hospitality this weekend. I thank you for coming up and introducing yourself. I see a lot of familiar faces out there. I've had some great conversations here. Your commander and president and all of you did an outstanding job, and you all should be very proud of it. I had the opportunity to travel almost all over the world. I met some of the most wonderful people through this organization, the VFW and its auxiliary, and I commend you for what you do. I know we have awards to give out. I want to say a special thanks to my special aide this weekend. Joe has taken care of me. I'm afraid when I go back home, I'm going to have withdrawal symptoms. So for what you have done. I want to say a special recognition to Linda Fairbanks. Linda was my national surgeon when I was Commander-in-Chief, and I know she will make a great leader for this department with your help and support. May God bless all of you. May God bless our men and women serving in the military today and bring them home safely to their families. And I look forward to being here the rest of the week and visiting with all of you. And again, thank you for all your wonderful hospitalities. Commander, thank you.